Well, hello everyone. Here on No Rolls Barred, we like to show you how much fun board gaming can be. But fun is such a small word, and we have such sights to show you. Let's do something a little different today. Let's go somewhere a little darker, and let's stay there for a while. My name is Tom. I will be your game master or host for this tale of terror, and I am joined by these Western legends.
Hello, I'm Holly.
Pew pew, I'm Adam.
There's some yee-haws in this house. Really?
Well, we peaked.
That's it.
I couldn't resist.
Oh. Howdy then, I'm Laurie.
Lasso. I'm Sullivan.
Nailed it.
We're on a submarine.
We're going to space.
Dread works like most GM-led role-playing games. As host, it is my job to narrate the world, adjudicate the rules, and portray the non-player characters. The players will each be playing a character they have created themselves using Dread's excellent questionnaire system, a superb tool for really getting at the root of what makes your character tick. These poor souls will be making their first journey across the West for reasons known or unknown. The rules of Dread are very simple. When your character attempts to do something that they would find difficult, requires luck, or has a chance of failure, I may ask them to pull a block from the tower and place it on the top. Not yet. Standard Jenga rules. If you do this successfully, you succeed in what you're attempting to do. If you refuse or back out of a pull, you fail. If you topple the tower, your character will be immediately removed from the game. And I think we all know what that means. However, in some cases, the host may choose to ghost a character who fells the tower, and they become marked for death. A ghosted character cannot make pulls, and therefore cannot succeed at any task that would require them to make a pull. The host can remove a ghosted character at any time they wish. Being ghosted is not a prolonged reprieve from your ultimate fate. It will buy you a few more minutes, if you're lucky. But remember, the hand of death is never far away. One final word. Dread is a game that walks the line between horror and hope. For that reason, some of the content and themes here may be as disturbing to some as they are thrilling to others. Our story will not be kind, but we hope it will be honest. Now, with that in mind, come gather around the campfire for a tale about dread and about redemption, as No Rolls Barred plays Dread. The year is 1883. By the end of the decade, the Bureau of the Census will declare the frontier closed, the bloody road to a settled West paved with bone. For now, though, for some lucky few, the sun still sets on a horizon of hope, the last place they have yet to look for whatever is missing in themselves. Will they find their answers in this trail-blazing inferno, or are they headed for a fool's paradise? In the grand and opulent city of Berceau de Dieu, 5 frontier-bound strangers board a luxury express locomotive, a great black serpent of iron and steam, crossing the great river whose dark waters separate east from west. Their destination? The town of Grave Rock, on the far side of the plains. Some may be looking to the future, some may be running from the past. What's the difference, really? Listen to me, getting philosophical again. Let's get back on track, shall we? Next stop, Grave Rock. Train attendant Terry, Tickets, please.
She's in it! Oh, wow. For the camera, Terry just opened a secret hamper. Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Thank you very much.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, well, thank you so much, young man.
We find ourselves in a luxurious passenger car set out almost like a drawing room. The sun beams down through a glass skylight, illuminating every dark nook and corner. The walls are panelled with dark wood, and there are 2 metal-framed sofas upholstered in red velvet, across from 4 matching chairs set around a coloured marble table. There is an abundance of colour in this room. No space is left undecorated. And everywhere you look, there are small flourishes of gold. Adam, please describe the man in the dark clothes and tell us where he's sitting.
Formaldehyde. My name is Marcus Fairmont, and I am the greatest undertaker in all the West. I have with me my little leather satchel filled with my utensils for my craft, and I'm sat at the table. I'm writing in my little notebook. You see, I'm having a little bit of problems with my methods at the moment, and I'm hoping to iron it out before we get to Grave Rock.
Sullivan?
Hello there. My name is William H. Daft, hailing from Little Dick, Alabama. I am running to be president of these United States. And I am sitting comfortably, writing desperately more things that annoy me personally. Why don't I have a horse? Why is the sidewalk outside my house too bumpy? All of these things will be changed when I become president.
First thing he wants a horse. Sullivan, you're not helping yourself.
I just want a horse. I don't want to have sex with a horse.
Sexy horse. All
It
horses
could-
are sexy.
It could be
Well,
sexy.
no,
It
it's
could
wrong.
be a sexy horse, but it doesn't have to be a sexy horse.
This character doesn't have sex with horses.
All right,
Yet.
all right, sorry.
And neither do I.
Terry, please put it on screen that this character doesn't have sex with horses.
Thank you, Terry.
Wink.
Have you ever heard of an origin story?
Your character still has some places to go. He doesn't have sex with horses right now.
You don't start it.
He doesn't have a horse.
That's his
He's got to have
character arc.
goals. He's got to have drive. What's he working for?
He's becoming the president of the United States.
He wants to fuck a horse.
Horse fucker begins.
Oh, we started strong.
Oh, my God, great.
Thanks.
Holly?
I am Hope Puckett. It's nice to meet you. I am sitting on one of the chairs with my suitcase between my ankles, and I'm just looking around. It's real nice in here, and yeah, I'm twiddling with my thumbs, but I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. I'm real excited about this.
Laurie?
Hallo! Ich heiße Friedrich voor de Sky. Ich habe grüne Augen, rote Haare, and a great big Bavarian moustache. I look a bit like, if you're just struggling to come up with what I look a bit like Donald Gleason, but with a great big Bavarian moustache. Friedrich is sat by the window, staring out. You do have to excuse my my disheveledness. Since I've been in this country, I've been robbed, shot at, somebody tried to take all my money. Before I got on the train, I got pushed in the dirt. I'm having a wonderful time.
Wonderful. I will say one thing, Friedrich. The blind is closed, as they have been since you entered the train.
In that case, I will be sat in a chair, thumbing through a well-loved copy of Alice in Wonderland.
And finally, Tilly.
Well, hello there. My name is Agnes Margaret Hardy, but you can call me Mother Hardy. Everybody does. And, well, if you're struggling to picture me, I'm about 5'8". I'm a little shorter with old age now, I'm afraid. And I've got long gray hair, and I'm sat on one of the comfortable sofas. My hips aren't as good as they used to be, so I prefer the soft furnishings. And I'm reading the Bible, the greatest book ever put to paper. How y'all doing?
Howdy.
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 I
Howdy.
realised I didn't describe myself.
Me neither.
I look like William Taft.
No.
And Holly,
I'm mighty tall, but I'm keeping myself to myself, a little bit shouldered, but I'm mighty tall. I've got a long kind of hair between kind of copper and gold, freckled face, smiley but a little pinched. There's something a little bit tight about my features. But yeah, tall, quite tall, but sitting like a little lady,
How tall?
like 5'11".
Okay.
Freakishly tall.
12 foot.
Not quite freakish. 12'9", just the average height of a woman in the
height of a horse.
Late 19th century.
According to my fastidious research.
We measure in hands.
I've learned my lesson about how tall's real tall. 12'9"'s real tall. Yeah, not super tall, but
Yeah, 5'11's, yeah.
That's quite tall.
Yeah.
as the five of you sit there attending to your own business, you hear a click from the door at the rear of the carriage. In steps a young man in a well-cut but not expensive-looking three-piece blue suit and a blue cap. He looks young, very young. His features delicate, but there is a tiredness about the way he carries himself. Takes 2 steps into the carriage, closes the door behind him. Click. Bonjour, everyone. My name is Pierre. I ask you please to keep a close eye on your tickets. The conductor will be by soon to check on them. If there is anything you need from me, please feel free to ask. But if there is nothing you need now, remember, just ring the bell. And he points to a small brass bell attached to a string on the other side of the carriage. And I will make my way here as soon as I can. So, is there anything I can help you with?
I'd like, what range of whiskey do you have?
The bar is not quite open yet.
The bar's not open. Well, why ever not? Perhaps an exception can be made.
I am sorry, sir. There are no exceptions.
Well, that's fine.
We have had some complications, I am afraid, a little further down the carriage, but it is nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. Is there anything else I can help anyone with?
Who are you looking to vote for in the next presidential election? Well, I'll tell you who. It's me, William H. Daft. I am going to be the greatest president this world has ever seen. You're of voting age, correct, sir?
What?
Ah, fantastic. Now, how many votes can I count you down for? 20,000? I'll put you down for 40,000 votes. 40,000. Now, I'm on 40,001 votes. Thank you very much. That's how you become president.
Sure, my pleasure, sir. I am here to do whatever I can to make your journey easier. No? You're all well? Bon. If you need me, ring the bell.
How long until the bar is open?
Mr. Fairmont, I will make it my personal priority. How do you do it every day, Terry? I will make it my personal priority to return and inform you when the bar is in working order. For now, we'll just have to wait. So, ring the bell if you need me. I will see you all soon. He opens the door on the other side, leading to the front of the train, closes it, and there is a click.
Well, I was hoping to save this till I got to Grave Rock, but thank goodness I came prepared. Cheers to each and every one of you. To a pleasant journey.
Anybody else want to talk about who you're voting for in the presidential campaign?
I would love to.
Who are you going to vote for, huh?
I don't think I'm allowed to vote in this country.
Don't worry. If you vote for me, I'll change that.
You've got my vote.
Fantastic. What about you two, huh?
I can vote for you.
Excellent. Fantastic.
What is it you're running for?
Me.
Okay.
I want to change things that only affect me personally.
All right.
See, for too long, we in this country have had to deal with things like bumpy sidewalks outside my house, and people taking the trash out, being too loud on a Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. outside my house, and especially Abernathy Cornwallis, my next door neighbor. We will eliminate him if I become president, I promise you. Now, how many votes can I put you all down?
Before you put me down for any votes, is that everything that you've got in your policy? Is there anything that might apply to me, for example, that I might be looking for?
Do you live close to me?
I don't know where you live.
I live in Little Dick, Alabama.
All right. I don't think, for me, your policies are going to help me down in South Carolina, but
Well,
I don't know.
No, absolutely not. They're not designed to. They're
Okay.
designed to help me specifically.
Are you going to just fix the pavements in Alabama, or are you going to fix the pavements in South Carolina too? Because that could be something I'd be interested in, maybe.
I'm mainly thinking on my street.
Just your street.
My street specifically.
Okay.
Also, I want a horse. Now, I want a regular relationship with a horse. I feel like this shouldn't have to be qualified. But I feel like I need to say that this is something that's very important to me, that I just want a horse for regular reasons.
Tell you what,
Normal reasons.
I was not suspicious about your relationship to the horse you wanted until this point, and now I am suspicious of your relationship.
Well, you
with the
need
horse.
him be. You need him be. I just want a horse to ride
I'm
a horse.
also getting a bit suspicious.
No, I just want to ride a horse like a normal person. You want a horse to ride a horse, don't you?
You want a horse to ride a horse?
No, I don't want
What
horses to ride on a
A
horse.
horse-riding horse?
No,
What
that's not
wonders
I mean.
the West have?
No.
That's Alabama.
Anyway, how many votes can I put you down for?
Well, tell me, will your practices extend to tightening up legislation when it comes to funereal services in Callaway, West Virginia?
Well, my particular funeral will be extremely regulated, but everybody else's, they can do what they want.
Marcus Fairmont, my card.
Thank you very much. Excellent. How many votes? Hey, you all know what, like 3 million people between you? You could convince them, right?
Well, young man, it seems to me if you want to fix the sidewalk in front of your house, there's probably easier ways to go about it than running for president.
Yes, but if I become president, then I have ultimate power over everybody. I become a god, like an emperor of some kind. And that's much easier to fix these little things that affect me every day.
Well, you wouldn't live in your own house anymore, young man. You'd live in the White House.
Oh no, I'd make the White House my country house. That's my summer house. I still want to live outside my house. I gotta see what Abernathy Cornwallis is up to.
I see. Well, best of luck with that, and
Could you not just move Abernathy? You move into the White House, you move Abernathy next door.
You, sir, have just made yourself a vice presidential candidate. This man is a genius.
There is a loud bang, bang, bang on the door leading to the front of the train.
Oh. Well, come in.
The door swings open, and then stumbling in, a man in a exquisite velvet three-piece suit, beautiful, shortly cropped blonde hair. Red stains on his shirt and on his hands, stumbles in.
You okay there, sir?
Is the bar open yet?
Were you attacked by outlaws? If so, so lucky.
Here, sit down. I can get out of my seat.
No! Don't you come near me. Don't any of you come near me.
Oh, now, sir, there's nothing to worry about. This is first class, after all. You have nothing to fear from us.
I changed my mind, is all. I changed my mind. I want to go home. It's quite simple. I paid a lot of money for my ticket. They can keep the money. I'm not crazy. I just want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore.
Why would you not want to be here? It's wonderful here. This is wunderbar.
What do you think is wunderbar about this, son?
This is the land of freedom. the land of promises. You can make whatever you want of yourself.
It's too late for that. I just want to turn around, okay? And I need all of you. Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
Well, you're covered in blood, son.
What happened to you?
It's not my fault. This is... You're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them.
No,
You're all one of them.
No.
He reaches into his
We need to
jacket
get this man a
and
drink.
immediately pulls out a pistol.
Whoa, okay,
Whoa,
now
okay.
let's just calm it right down now, shall we?
Oh my god. Can't believe. Genuine shootout.
Calm.
Mother Hardy, get behind me.
I'm gonna slowly sink underneath the table and just like kind of like disappear a little bit, trying to cover up as much of my body as possible.
What's your name, son?
Quentin.
Quentin.
Why are you smiling?
Oh no, don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me.
Oh, you're one of them, ain't you?
No.
Pulls back the hammer.
Well, now,
I don't think he's one of them. None of us are, okay? Now,
I'm just very excited to be here.
Sir, can I offer you some water or something? You look mighty distressed. None of us are here to hurt you. I just want to make sure you're okay. If you want to turn the train around, I don't see any reason why you can't. I'll work for the train. I'd love to help you find the person who can do that for you. Maybe if we can let you off at the next place. I don't know. Maybe we can pause the train, stop it, you can get off. I don't know. We can help you. I don't know.
I hope he shoots her.
He gives you the weirdest look. Now, if you like, you can try and read him
I'd like to read him.
and make a pull from the tower.
the first pull.
Okay. Come on, Hope. Right.
How are you?
How are your hands,
How are
Holly?
yeah, are you good at Jenga, Holly? or-
I'm fine.
steady hands.
Those are like
Steady
rocks.
hands. Yeah.
Just there by big rocks. Like huge rocks.
If rocks were made of
2
shovels.
oars.
I'm okay at Jenga. I'm all right at Jenga. I would say I'm not the best at Jenga. I'm not the best at doing things with my hands, but I've played a bit of Jenga, and I feel like this first pull is going to be fine.
Really sets the stage, doesn't it?
And I think I know where I'm going to try and take it from.
Oh my god.
But we'll see if it wants to give me it. If it doesn't, I'll pick from somewhere else. But I would like to read this gentleman for sure. Sorry, Adam.
One hand.
It didn't touch it, to be fair.
Just
Well,
one hand.
no. It's the first pull. Innocent mistake.
Very good.
Heck yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Very well done.
Nailed it.
Beautiful. We've still got a solid base.
Easy peasy.
Look at that.
Hey, no one needs to die.
There we go. You're welcome, everyone. They don't come with golden hope for nothing.
It takes you a while to remember where you've seen this expression before. You've always been very good at reading people. It's been essential. This man seems to recognize you.
Have we met before? Maybe. Have you come to one of my shows, maybe?
I'm no longer afraid to walk in the shade. I am afraid, though. I know you're one of them.
No, it's
And
okay.
I know I can't stop you.
That's a song about a nightingale, isn't it?
I will shoot this old woman
No.
dead.
I'm going to reach it. Can I stealthily reach into my bag to see if I can find one of my tools?
Can I talk to him?
If you don't tell me what's going on, and yes, you can. I would say, which you want to reach for your tools and you want to talk to him.
Yeah.
So we'll have you start the conversation, and then we'll have you reach for your pull.
How old are you, sir?
It doesn't really matter anymore, does it?
Well, I guess that depends on your perspective. Let me tell you, when you get to my age, everybody dies. Maybe it's my time. You want to shoot me? That'll make you feel better? Go ahead.
Everybody doesn't die, though, do they? brushes one hand across the blood on his shirt.
What do you mean not everybody dies?
You were one of them too, ain't you? You're all one of them. I can't trust a single one of you. He pulls the hammer back further. See his fingers start to twitch.
I'm going to reach into my bag to try and extricate one of my scalpels.
Yeah. That is absolutely a pull.
Just one?
Just one, I would say. Because he's engaged in conversation with Mother Hardy, he is focused.
Oh, he wants it to happen. He's giving it up.
Yep.
Yeah, he is fixed on Mother Hardy. Absolutely fixed on her. Doesn't see you do it.
Cool. I have a scalpel in my hand, and at a moment of distraction, I would like to throw it at him. Ideally his hands, to try and disarm him, but I'll settle for the chest.
I would say that if someone else wants to distract him, I will let you make a pull for that throw. Right now he's still completely locked on you.
Okay.
Listen, son. Listen, I'm going to become the president of these United States. Whatever problems you have, I can solve them. What problems you got, eh? I'll just solve them for you like that. Because I'll do anything for you, okay? just get the gun off Mother Hardy over there, okay? You can calm down and we can talk about your problems and I'll solve them. Who are these people you want eliminated? I'll get rid of them. Is it Abernathy Cornwallis? I hate that man.
I will say you need to make a pull to distract him. You need to make a pull for the throw.
Whoa.
Let's do this. Okay. I don't want to go too low down. I know. I think
Salon's got the longest arms in all the West.
Oh, yes. Oh, I thought that was less.
That looked loose.
Yeah, look
One
loose.
above? This one up? Yeah, he's
Oh.
loose. That's a loose boy.
Beautiful.
Loose.
Which is good.
Loosey goosey, baby.
Oh, that's a loose
Loose. That's a loose
That's
boy.
That's a loose boy right there.
Oh,
Let's
it's
be
Boy,
careful
what was
how
it
much we
there?
touch the table, okay?
It wobbles a bit.
It does, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does wobble. All right.
Very nice.
Sweet.
Very slick. Okay, so when you mention being the president, you can see that's the point where he goes from having one eye on Hardy and one eye on you, turning his full attention. Says, someone else is in charge here. Someone else.
I fling the knife at his hands.
The scalpel, right in the back of the palm, a yelp of pain, a pathetic little yelp of pain from this man. The gun clatters to the floor. He clutches the back of his hand, staggers a couple of steps back. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm gonna go reach for the gun.
I think I'm on the wrong train. I just think I'm on the wrong
Want
train.
us to ring the bell? Get the conductor?
I'm going to reach for the gun.
Absolutely make a pull.
Okay.
Reach for the gun.
Oh,
nice and
love to see it.
nice and
That's
near
slow.
the bottom.
That's
very
Just
good.
remove. Oh, that's nice.
No, it's good, that.
That's good.
That's great.
I liked it.
That's setting us up for success.
From as near the bottom as possible,
As
and
possible,
from
yeah.
an edge piece as well. So
Yeah.
at the bottom it will be resting on one. That's
that's
no,
great.
that's yeehaw,
Oh, yeah.
yeehaw.
Wow.
I got the gun.
Okay, so,
I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
so here's what happens. As soon as you mention the conductor, do not pull that bell! His attention switches to you. You grab the gun.
And I'm gonna check what's in it. How many bullets are in there?
5.
5. And I'm gonna just put it in my pocket, underneath my skirts.
Do you want to do this surreptitiously?
No, I'm fine with everybody seeing it apart from the two of you.
I would say because
I'm such a threat.
he's already distracted, I would say, because you're not trying to keep it secret from the rest of the table,
Right.
I will let you take that gun. In fact, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. So what we'll do, if you don't make a pull, Marcus, Mother, William, and Friedrich all see you take the gun. The only person that doesn't is Quentin, and he is, right now, the most important thing in the world to Quentin is that you do not touch that bell.
Okay. I'm good with that. I'm fine with the four of yous knowing I've got this gun. I'm fine with it. I just don't want Quentin to have the gun.
Are you sure? Just a little ding-a-ling, and the conductor will come and sort you right out.
Touch that bell.
Wow, what's wrong with the bell?
Does it not work?
So the bell is right next to him where he's standing in the door frame. So you will need to get close to him in order to pull it.
I'm walking towards him, gesturing, saying,
Okay.
Little ding-a-ling.
In which case he lunges at you. There's enough of a gap between the two of you for the rest of you and you to have a time to do something before he gets to you, if you want to do anything.
I'm gonna jump into the fray, try and grapple the guy, maybe grab an arm, or maybe grab the scalpel that's still in his hand.
I would say you can jump and grapple the guy for free. It's a small enough carriage for you to easily be able to get in front of him. But if you want to grab the scalpel, that will be a pull.
There's
Well-
so many pulls already. I didn't think it was going to be like this.
And they were all taken from such reasonable places in the tower.
All equally
Sturdy,
reasonable
yeah,
places.
very reasonable.
All
Yeah,
equally
yeah.
reasonable
Why don't you take
people.
this one?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to understand that I am on my way to an Undertaker's convention, and it is my best scalpel. So my hands are shaking. I haven't had nearly enough medicine this morning.
Oh, don't hit it too hard.
That's
No, don't do that. You
I won't.
maniac.
I won't do it. Now,
Oh, now.
a little bit of stability at the bottom.
I love this game.
We're gonna need those pulls. It's nice taking from the
They
middle.
have to come from the bottom.
I'm just saying it's gonna be easier now taking from the bottom than it will be later. Right? That's all.
You're able to get your body in the way of Quentin and Friedrich. You're able to grab your favourite scalpel back from his hand.
Can I just say this is so exciting?
The act of you grappling with him, the act of you removing the blade is enough to slow him and stop him. He goes from fervour again to this kind of childlike sadness. Please. Don't pull that bell.
It's not a big issue. I just won't touch the bell.
Sir, you're safe here, you know? You're safe with us.
I'm not safe here, ma'am.
Tell me why.
None of us are safe here. Oh, I'll tell you why. Do you know where we are, man? Do you know... Sound of a gunshot rings through the room. A burst of bone and cerebral matter flies out the front of his forehead, and he falls face first into the middle of the carriage. Standing behind him in the still open doorway leading further forward in the train. Pierre, Mesdames et Messieurs, I am so sorry. This is very out of the ordinary. The idea that a dangerous passenger would impinge upon the comfort and luxury of the journey of any others is anathema to me. I can only offer my humblest apologies. I am glad to see you all unharmed. But I suppose we now have the problem of an unwanted body.
Dibs.
Of course, Monsieur Fairmont, I recognize you from your success in the greatest Undertaker in the West competition. How many years have you won so far? Is that
That
right?
would be 21 years in a row. 21-0. And I'm looking to make it 22-0 this year.
Well, while you're here, Monsieur Fairmont, would you be so kind as to assist us with what it is you do best?
I will be more than happy to lend my professional services. We still have a few more days before we get to Grave Rock, and, well, he won't stay as he is for much longer. I will do my best to preserve him. I have some fluids and tinctures with me. They are a little unstable, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
While Monsieur Fairmont and I attend to this little problem, I am delighted to announce the bar is now open. I recommend that all of you leave us to finish our work and have a drink on the house.
If I give my flask to you, will you make sure that it's filled? Hang on, just make sure. Waste not. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Did he
murder that man? That conductor?
I think so, yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Is murder illegal?
I'm not entirely au fait with the customs here, but maybe?
I felt like it was. Now, I know that in Daft's America, the murder of any very attractive president will be entirely illegal. But a regular man, I'm not entirely sure. But,
Checks out.
Monsieur, please. We have work to do.
Of course, yes.
Pick me up something from the bar, if you will.
Got it. That's fine with me.
Can you grab me something from the bar while you're there?
Oh, well, I don't actually touch drink myself. I wouldn't know what to get you.
Well, then you definitely won't drink any of mine. I would appreciate it, Mother. Thank you.
Mr. Fairmont, can I just ask you before you disappear?
Absolutely.
Um,
I'm going to spin my scalpel and place it into my pocket.
Yeah, you can do that.
If you were to find anything on this this unfortunate gentleman that might give any kind of indication as to his identity,
Oh, absolutely. I will retrieve his effects.
I have a feeling. Oh no, we might have some familiar ground in our past, and I'd like to know what that is if you find it.
You're an acquaintance of the man.
Not that I remember, but he said some words to me that felt vaguely familiar. So if you do find something that seems significant, I'll save you a drink.
Now you're speaking my language.
That was great.
She's going to have to pull for that handshake. Come on.
That was the worst. That was the worst handshake
I've ever seen.
She opted to fail, I think is what happened.
I didn't need to bowl
Tower
because I just
crumbled.
failed. But I will get you that drink.
And after that exchange, Pierre leads one of you out. He stops you for a moment, Mother Hardy.
Oh, yes, young man. How can I help you?
Yes, as I understand. You... What business do you have in Grave Rock?
Huh. Well, it's very simple. I made a promise to my husband before he died that I would see something of this great country of ours, and I wouldn't just mope around in my slippers for the next 20 years. So I'm transporting his ashes to the Grand Canyon, where I plan to spread them, and I hope to get there. It's certainly a little bit hairy on this train ride, isn't it? But I guess that's just the country we live in.
That is a beautiful gesture. Let me gesture you through. The four of you make your way through another empty drawing room come passenger carriage. And as you do, the smell of cigar smoke and good liquor begins to drift in.
You can't smell it. You're
this
not
is-
here.
Oh,
I can smell it. Trust me.
This is your horse.
I want to fuck
You're gonna
this
fuck
whiskey. Sometimes a cigar is just a horse you want to fuck.
Pass me that there carafe.
Oh no.
to be clear, Marcus, you can smell it.
Mhm.
It smells good. Something catches your ear for a moment just before you cross the threshold into this fine-smelling, golden-lit room. If you like, you can pull to hear it.
Gonna pull.
The horse isn't here yet.
What do they say
Sonny.
about ignorance,
Yeah.
William? Bliss, right?
That is true.
Don't you want bliss? Isn't bliss blissful?
Are you going to play Jenga?
Pull. Pull.
Don't pull, don't pull, don't pull, don't pull.
I'm so anxious about all the hands that are getting closer to the
I'm gonna pull.
Yeah!
Here we go.
It's so early to die.
If you only have 5 pulls so far, mate, I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, I don't know. That lean across the table.
That's the same one you tried
It's
before.
the same one before.
One of these. One of these.
do it.
Give up your secrets,
Maybe the
little
top.
guy.
I don't know.
What about this one?
What about the very bottom? What about the other side? The
It's
very
got-
bottom.
Down lower, lower, lower. That one.
Pushing it through.
Let me see.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's
really.
not.
Nah, you're not getting traction.
That.
Yeah. She's nice.
There, he's found his loose boy.
He's found his horse.
He's found his horse.
He's found his horse.
Here we go.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Big ear trumpet.
I'm listening.
It's nothing really, William. Barely a note, but for a moment, you think you hear the high, sweet laughter of a child.
A child.
No.
No, this one is a child.
This one is a
I'm
child.
definitely right about this.
It wasn't long ago that somebody died on that lake. I don't believe they found him.
I heard the rumors. A child.
I don't think a child.
Is it not?
I don't think
Nope,
so. I
he
think
was
it was a
engaged.
grown-ass
He was
man.
Oh, he's a grown-ass man.
He was married.
he was
to
married.
Juliet.
All right, we'll just
No,
go
no,
past
we'll keep it in,
that. No.
A child.
No.
Oh, but only 39 summers old. Adult man.
A child.
The high sweet laughter of a man married too young. As an infant.
The four of you make your way into the train's bar. There are 4 plush booths on one side of the train, and on the other, a beautiful glass, iron, and golden bar with a middle-aged man standing behind it in a nice black suit. All the booths are empty, except for one, right at the rear. A woman with jet black hair and ruby red lips, who is looking you directly in the eye. What do you all do?
I'm gonna head to the bar. I'm gonna ask for a cheap whiskey, please.
Didn't make that much of an impression.
Unbelievable.
As cheap as you've got, and a glass of water, if that's okay. Just give me a glass of like a single measure of your cheapest whiskey and a glass of water. That'd be perfect, if that's all right.
I think it's on the house anyway. I think you said it was on the
I'm
house.
still fine with the cheapest whiskey. you've
Fuck
got.
me, running.
So you approach the bar. There is a man here, middle-aged. He has quite a long face, quite a large but handsome nose, dark hair, curled slightly. And he's wearing a nice, if not noticeably dated, black suit.
Hi there.
Well, hoi.
How are you?
Now that's a question, isn't it?
It is a question. Questions usually come with answers. You don't have to answer it. It's fine if not. I'll tell you who I am. I'm good.
I don't serve answers, ma'am. I serve drinks.
Well, I'd like a couple of those, if that's okay. I just want...
Let me guess. You're a whiskey gal, aren't you?
Sure, yeah.
Goes to the back of the bar, takes out a ornate-looking glass bottle. Inside it, the familiar dark amber colour of whiskey, but under the lights of the bar, it almost seems to glitter like gold. Unscrews the lid, starts pouring very slowly this beautiful drink into an ornate little glass. You know, it's ours. Whiskey. The word, I mean. Well, technically it's the Scots, but it's Gaelic. You know where whiskey comes from?
No.
Ishkabaha. Means water of life. Passes you the glass.
Cheers. The water of life, you say?
Well, chin up.
Thank you kindly, sir. I drink it.
Entschuldigung. What is that? Was ist das?
Whiskey, sir.
May I have one?
On the house. He pours you a glass.
Shit, what's wrong with this whiskey?
Just like someone from the West. It's good.
You hear a voice, a sort of velvety voice coming from behind you. I like a man who can hold his drink.
Hello.
Oh.
Here we go.
And so I don't like you.
What do you mean by that?
Come take a seat with me, sir.
Okay.
Something about you just screams, man.
Is it my great big Bavarian moustache?
You know what? It is.
I thought it might be.
I look at that thick hair on your face. I look at those eyes. You remind me of someone. I think I'm gonna call you Buffalo.
Buffalo. I was hoping that the twist on the moustache would make you think that.
Something's missing. I mean, what is an authentic hero without his hat?
Well, you see, the thing is, I did buy one before I got on the train. But I'm just worried it makes me look a bit stupid. Would you like to see?
I would love to see.
Okay, but you must tell me if it looks stupid. I don't want to be silly.
Oh, hi.
Be honest.
Howdy.
Do I look like a cowboy?
There's my buffalo.
Oh. Little lady.
My name is Cora. Cora Love. And I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Cora. I am Phoebe.
Holds out her hand. Mother Hardy, William, what are you two doing?
Well, excuse me. Might I be able to get some sweet tea? Do you serve that here? Anything non-alcoholic or warm?
Tell me, Mother, what's your problem with a little bit of booze?
Well, my father liked to drink, so I don't like to. Now, how about that sweet tea?
He gives you a look as if he doesn't quite understand what you're saying. On the house is on the house. One sweet tea coming up.
Thanking you kindly, young man.
For me, could you get this fancy whiskey in this in a glass for me and fill this flask up with water? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a little drop of the whiskey maybe in the water, and he won't know. He won't notice. I always worked with my dad, but I don't want to have to pay for the other whiskey. You know, I only get one drink on the house, so yeah.
I wonder how I'll be voting.
He'll be none the wiser.
A politician who keeps his fucking promises, is it?
That seems like a reasonable request to me. Everyone gets one, right?
Exactly.
And he does exactly what you say. Hands it over to you.
Thank you very much. One little drop in there. There we go. He's never gonna know. Don't tell him about it, though.
I can't hear you, son.
I said don't tell him about it.
Oh, about what?
What I did with the whiskey.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, I filled up one flask with water, and I put a drop of the whiskey into the water.
You did what?
So, I'll explain it to you. And you want to, I'll tell Friedrich.
Take your hands off the... Cool.
No, I will not.
Oh,
I'll
God.
tell you, this is a wobbly tower, and I do not care. But I'm gonna be the president of these United States. I'm not the president yet, but this is a foolproof plan. He's never gonna know, and I don't have the money anymore to spend on a second drink for old Fairmont. Okay, so you keep it strong.
Can I ask you, sir, how much for another glass of that there whiskey for a friend of ours who is doing a job for the train right now? He's entitled to a free drink, I hear, but he's not with us at present. He's actually doing a pretty grim job I don't think any of us would want to be doing ourselves.
One more drink on the house. You do a favor for me.
You got it.
In a few minutes, we'll probably be at a scheduled rest stop. A water break, if you will. We think I left something at the trading post, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. You can find it. You can bring it back. I'll give you the whole bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. For the water of life, I'd do anything.
I knew you were a whiskey lover, although for a while I thought maybe more tequila. You seem like someone who's looking for the worm. And then we cut back to the passenger carriage.
Okay. It's fine.
We'll find out about that.
Yes, I think we will. Yeah.
We go back to the passenger carriage. Pierre is standing unmoving but very present, watching you as you do your work. Please can you describe your process to us as you work through it?
So tell me, Pierre, have you ever seen an undertaker at work before?
No, sir, I have not, but I am intimately acquainted with what it is that they do.
Well, it's like a surgical process, of course. We open up the body along the chest like so, along the chest like so, and then a large, deep gash that runs from pretty much his sternum all the way down to his pelvis. You see, the insides, they liquefy. And that's what causes the corpse to bloat, as these intestines and the organs and everything sort of becomes a soup. Releases a lot of gas, a lot of smell. We take that out and we fill it with some fluids, some tinctures, and it keeps everything looking pristine. Because, now, we may not all be perfect, but we are all entitled to a presentable death. Now, I will warn you, I do not have the full range of my materials. In fact, I was working on a special little concoction just before the train left the station. It is somewhat experimental.
Well, sir, I recommend you use it. It is now or never, no?
Gambling man. I like to see it. I pull out all my tinctures, one of which is nitroglycerin.
What do you plan to do with that nitroglycerin?
I plan on mixing up an embalming fluid cocktail of my own creation. I will create some sort of siphoning system with some...
Do you have any rubber hosing about, perhaps a needle?
I think I can find you what you need. It will mean leaving you alone with your body for a while.
Well, I've been left alone with countless bodies. I put a lot of souls in a lot of holes. And I sleep just fine.
No? Oh, good. Yeah.
If there is one thing I am not worried about, sir, it is your sleep. I will be right back. So there are a bunch of options for you here. Performing, I assume as you were describing that work, you were doing it at the same time. Performing the regular procedures is a little harder than usual. So if you want to perform them as you wish, you're going to need to make a pull. Applying the nitroglycerin is also going to require a pull.
Before I complete my pulls, I am interested in rummaging through his belongings to try and find a wallet, an ID card, something of that variety. I've made a deal with another passenger, and the passengers on this train, we honor our promises to each other. If someone says they're going to do something for a friend, then you do it, don't you?
I'm trying to get you a whole bottle of whiskey over here.
Oh, trust me, that was not pointed in your direction.
It was very nice whiskey.
When I become president, you can have all the whiskey in America.
Put me down for 10,000 votes.
Okay, I would like to.
So the first pull is just to complete your work as per normal.
Okay. How much negotiation to buy myself more searching time by doing a shoddy job?
Explain what you're trying to do.
This is an experimental procedure, and it is to be handled with the utmost delicacy, grace, and patience. But I want a drink.
So tell me what outcome you're trying to achieve, and I'll let you know if you can achieve it by a pull.
I wish to make the body look presentable enough.
Then I will say that is a pull.
1 pull.
Oh.
Because you're an undertaker, doing something which is covered by something established in your questionnaire often doesn't require a pull. An undertaker under normal conditions can undertake no pull required. Because you were trying to do a slightly different job, that does require a pull. Are you still applying the nitroglycerin?
Oh yes. It will preserve him in the cocktail that I've created. It will preserve him for a few days at least, and then I'll be gone.
That's a pull.
Oh, careful now. Careful now. Dad is thirsty.
Tap. Oh, don't. Why are you tapping that one? Don't tap that one. We need that one.
Needs must when the devil drives, Laurie.
The body looks swell. The tincture has been applied, but something's not quite right.
I will dress this body. And I put some clothes on him to try and kind of keep everything in, waistcoat nice and tight, shirt nice and tight. And as I do so, I'd like to rummage through the pockets.
You can rummage through the pockets easily enough. You find a wallet, completely empty. No money, no identification, nothing except for a piece of paper. Ticket, Bersodajir to Grave Rock, Quentin Stone. And there is something a little odd about it.
About the ticket?
Yeah. You don't have to pull if you don't want to know.
That's a dreadful idea.
Oh, it's so low to have one on its own.
Yeah. Especially one on its own where there's also one missing on the side.
Yep, on top and bottom.
This man's been dead for easily half an hour now or so. The body's getting colder and colder. The ticket, as you hold it in your hands, feels a little warm. You hear a sharp whistle in your ears, and the smooth and steady motion of the train begins to slow. After a few seconds, the surprisingly quiet screech of brakes can be heard, and there's a rumble underneath your feet as this vehicle, for the first time since it left Bersodajir, pulls to a stop. Those of you in the bar see Pierre at the doorframe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a small water break. There's been a lot of, shall we say, excitement on the train today. So I suggest you all make your way outside, get some fresh air, take advantage of the facilities at the trading post, just a few minutes walk from here.
Is the man in the bar still there?
He is, yes.
Excuse me, sir. If I'm looking for a belonging of yours, do you mind telling me your name so I can maybe find it?
Oh, I'd be delighted to. Robert Boyle, but your friends call me Bobby.
Bobby Boyle. Got it. Thank you. And you mentioned, maybe it's just my brain and where my brain is, you mentioned a worm. What would that mean to you?
What's the matter, Hope? Never drunk tequila before. And he winks at you. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we have a lot of work to do. We'll make our way off the train.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. It's nice to see you. Find anything for you.
Pierre ushers the four of you out of the bar, opens a door leading outside the train, gestures down some steps, immediately then walks to the back room, finds you, Marcus. Monsieur Fairmont. Oh, that is such good work.
Thank
I would
you.
know.
Professionalism is the watchword of the American mortician.
We have come to a short stop in our journey. Your companions have gone outside for a little fresh air. I recommend you do the same. In fact, I insist. I will make sure this body is gone, the room is clean, and your waiting quarters are back as you found them. After all, you paid a heavy price to be here. As you leave to join the rest of your traveling companions outside the train, I'm going to give you one last chance to pull, to notice one last thing.
Why not? Just get this one.
I'm just noticing all sorts of shit today.
Don't. That's outrageous.
Well done.
Oh, yeah, because I was making the tower unstable.
I learned from you.
You did it for
Oh, well,
you.
someone's dead, aren't they? Someone's dead.
Soon enough.
Soon enough. Sooner than you think.
Yep, probably.
Probably.
Dibs when they do, by the way.
More if it's you. Do it yourself.
I'll take this.
I've left written instructions on my body for someone to take care of my remains.
The four of you make your way down the steps into the outside of the train. Marcus, you see Pierre leave the room before you to attend to the rest of the passengers. And just before you step out of the carriage you're in, you catch a sound. Is that? You've been around a lot of dead bodies. Contrary to popular opinion, the dead in their natural state are not always silent. There are familiar noises they make as their bodies slowly become one with the rot. This, though, this isn't the kind of sound you would hear on your mortuary slab, or at least not more than once. It's funny, really. Sounds a little bit like a snore. As the five of you disembark from the train, down some beautifully gilded steps into the sands of the plains, you notice it's getting close to dusk. The sun was high in the sky when you boarded the train this morning, was it? You think it was. As the door behind you begins to close, Pierre gives you one last reminder. Make sure to keep a hold of your tickets, as the conductor will want to see them. Enjoy our little trading post. Welcome to Nulpa. And he goes back inside the train, closes the door. You can see, probably only like a minute's walk from the train, across a sort of well-beaten path, the outline of a trading post. Simple wooden structure. It's hard to make out much more than that at this point.
I say, Mr. Daft, might I?
Oh, your flask, of course. I think you'll quite like this one.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's delicious. I drank my glass like that. Like whiskey should be drank. Quickly.
I will make sure to imbibe it carefully and with a delicate enough palate to truly enjoy the complex flavors that I'm sure reside therein.
Oh, yes. Never gonna know.
Are there other passengers that have got off the train? Has all the passengers got off the train? Is it just us?
You look around. Dust is starting to rise, and it's quite hard to see too far from where you're standing, but you cannot see any more passengers.
That is mysterious.
That's
That is
weird, right?
weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, that is
Did anybody notice a child getting out of the train?
a child.
A child?
A child?
A child.
Are you sure it was a child, not a fully grown person?
Well, I didn't see a child getting on the train, but I could hear a child on the train.
I didn't hear nothing that sounds like a child.
I definitely heard it. A child. It was definitely a child. It wasn't.
Could have been some sort of wildlife, perhaps?
Could have been the wind.
Yes.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Okay. I mean, usually I don't really care about anybody who's not of voting age, but I did hear quite the distressing noise.
What did it sound like? Furnish us with an impression of this child.
Wah! I'm a child! Something like that.
Well, that is quite distinct.
That's very distressing too.
Yeah, very specific. It was something like that. It might have just been the wire.
Maybe they're already in the post, or maybe they're staying on a train for some reason.
I'll keep my eyes out.
If I see any child, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Meine Damen und Herren, would you mind just telling me, does this hat look stupid?
Oh, well, I dash.
Well,
Are you sure?
Huh?
Do you think I look like a cowboy?
Oh, you're in your hat.
well.
A cowboy, for sure.
A cowboy?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, cowboy,
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah. What is stupid, really? You know, I've been called stupid many times in my life by my teachers, by my parents, by strangers in the street, and I never took offense to it.
Sure, but you're not calling me stupid.
No,
This
I
doesn't
never.
look
No, not
stupid.
calling you
No.
stupid.
No, so it looks cool, like cool cowboy.
Cool.
It looks like it keeps your face in the shade out of the heat.
Very
so
cool.
cold.
You're very
absolutely.
cool. Yeah,
You would be cool wearing that hat in this heat.
Yeah, you'd stay nice and cool.
Wunderbar.
I would
Yeehaw!
I'm gonna go in now. You guys keep talking about hats if you want to do that, but I've got some things to see.
Absolutely. I'm gonna stay out here and well, I might wet my whistle.
What are you gonna do about it, Hardy?
Well, I think I'll go to the store, see if they have any mints, perchance. Well, see y'all in a little while.
Old lady sure like mints.
Are you heading out first, Mother Hardy?
I guess so, yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, inconsequential. As you raise the glass to your lips, moments from tasting the sweet amber nectar you've been craving so long, you notice that the wind, which is just blowing the sand around you to make vision a little hard, seems to be picking up. And it's not just becoming more violent, it's becoming cold, icy. And then from the sky, drip, 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 and then, quick as you like, a downpour of heavy, cold rain already turning the ground to mud. It's time to get moving. Lead the way, Mother Hardy.
Well,
Make a pull.
here we go.
Oh, Tilly's first pull.
Oh,
Ooh, that's some fine elbow work.
where should I go?
Just going near the top.
Yes.
Well,
that's
just
good.
see what's loose. But
That
I think
looks
near the
loose.
top
Feels
is
okay.
That
good.
looks loose.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
coming
no, that's
out.
good.
That's good.
That's coming
Oh
out.
my god.
Go on.
You can do it, Tilly.
Stress.
Oh.
Mother
my
Hardy,
God.
you can do it.
Someone really fucked up the bottom of that.
Yeah, Holly, come on now.
Look, my natural dexterity is very high.
That is wobbly.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful pull.
I'd love
It's
to
a
see
beautiful
it.
pull.
There's always this bit.
There's always this bit.
Perfect dismount.
Lovely.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Everyone's pulled apart from.
I mean, if you saw his conversation with Cora earlier, it's a matter of time.
Hey! Oh, delightful.
As the rain begins to beat down and the ground gets wetter and your feet start to sink into it, how does Mother Hardy get this group of people through this torrential weather towards the trading post?
Well, come on now. You all scared of a little weather? Come on, let's get into the dry and warm. Follow me, everybody.
Yeah.
You got it, Mother Hardy.
Yeah, the cool confidence of this old woman is enough to warm your cockles to the point you make it through this downpour. As you get to about the midway point between the train and the post, and the wind gets louder and louder, Friedrich, your ears pick up another sound on the wind. Something you haven't heard at all since coming to the west. But instinctively you seem to recognize. You can make a pull to discern what it is.
It better be an Umpapa band. All right, I'm going to make a pull. Oh, no. This middle bit
What middle bit?
This section here.
Yeah, that's like
Don't
Great.
go
it's
near
good to
that.
pull from.
Good pull from it. It's unspoiled.
What are you saying? No, you're not happy.
Speak to me.
You're not happy. Come on, tell me the truth.
Oh.
It wobbles a lot.
Oh.
Well, this is what I mean.
Oh,
Some people really fucked it up.
Yeah, I feel like Laurie's about to really fuck this up.
Yeah.
No, I think Laurie's fine.
It's not going to give it.
That one's the secret one that makes it look like it's loose, but it's not.
That's good.
I think nearer to the top. Nearer to the
Down
top.
here, I think the weight would have shifted.
No, because you're just going to... Well, the only thing to do here is make a 1, so...
And
That's
to
not
have
good.
3 ones on piled on top of each other.
That's a great
is
idea.
for Laurie's first pull.
You've really fucked this. I don't want Friedrich to die.
Oh, what about that one?
This one, hang on. Oh,
Oh, you got it.
we're coming back to it. We're coming back to it. Coming back to it.
You can
This
always
one-
pull out, remember. You can always decline.
I'm not pulling out. This one's coming.
Ah.
Seamless.
Very nice.
Oh, my hand's really wobbly.
Bit of German efficiency.
It is.
The winds blow and howl as they whirl through the empty plains. But on the wind, another sound, something less boreal, more animal, a bellowing, a low and mournful bellowing.
Do you guys hear that?
You what?
A sort of, how do you say, sort of howl, like a sort of, like a bellowing, like a deep, low noise.
Can't hear anything.
Is that normal for out here?
Well, it depends, but I don't hear anything, I'm afraid. So.
What kind of an animal would make a noise such as this?
I can't hear it, so I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
tell
I
you.
don't know,
Sort
a
of,
cow, a wolf?
You know.
Give us a read.
Yeah.
Sort of, it's like
Like a monk?
I would say that sounds to me an awful lot like a bear. But,
Yeah. Or a child.
or
Or
a
a
child.
child, maybe a
Yeah.
child, that's
Kinder.
true.
Child, of course.
We don't have kinder who sound like that.
Ah.
Oh.
Near München.
I can't hear nothing.
No.
Oh.
Maybe you need your ears tested, Mr. Vice President.
I forgot you were the vice president.
I've been the vice president of this great country.
As the weather grows more intense, I recommend you make your way inside the post.
I'm running.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna run for it.
I'm making a beeline.
Okay, as the 5 of you reach this trading post, upon closer inspection, you see it is not in the state you expected. In fact, from the outside at least, it looks completely abandoned.
Oh dear. Guess I won't be getting my mints.
Oh, she's got a pull for that.
Yeah. I feel like Tilly and I have a very similar character arc. She just wants mints. I got a hat. It's done for me.
Is there shelter? An awning, perhaps?
The door is swinging open on its hinges. You may make your way
I
inside.
absolutely will make my way inside out of the wet.
As you enter, you find it is as you expected. Not a soul inside. The shelves empty. The smell of rotting wood in the air. The wind blowing through the empty windows. But the roof, at least, is still giving you some shelter from the rain.
Yeah. Hello?
Well,
Is there anything in here that might look like it belongs to a Bobby Boyle? Is there anywhere it could be stored?
You can have a little search if you like.
I'll have a little search.
Is it going to mean a pull on the
I said,
top?
okay, I'll mind do the pull.
Oh, I
Well,
would.
there's plenty
I
of
would.
blocks at the
It
bottom.
really spanned quite a lot every time I touched it.
yeah.
Good luck finding one.
All right. I want to find this
Last good
thing.
one. Mhm.
I'm interested in this man, Bobby Boyle. I want to find his belongings. Okay.
Lean back.
Yeah, give me room.
Give her room to work.
A bit lower. There you
That
go.
one's. Oh, that's going.
That's the one.
She's doing it.
Show on. That's it. Stop from this side.
I'm shaking.
Take it from the other side. Real slow. Real slow.
I was fine at the beginning.
Keep your hand off the table. You're using your other hand to brace as well.
I've got a good feeling about this, mother. Great pull. Just a great pull.
Yay.
Just a great
Absolutely brilliant. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Doesn't get your heart rate up at all,
No,
James.
yeah.
Okay.
Why'd they call it Dread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Lovely? That'd be a much better game name.
Handsome, brilliant, sedate.
Right.
You spend a moment searching the bare shelves, fumbling around on the countertops to find something. Everything is bare. Or whatever supplies were once here no longer. And then, in one corner, behind a few bottles of strong-smelling alcohol, train attendant Terry, may I have the box?
Oh, I love this. I just love this.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
it's beautiful. Oh, I love it.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, this is so good.
You find a box with an intricate design carved in the top, locked shut with a keyhole in the front.
Okay. I'm going to pick it up and take it.
You can pick it up and take it.
I'd also like to grab myself one of those bottles of the strong smelling alcohol too.
You're also welcome to do that.
Might need that later. I'll take one of those.
I'd like to show the audience the lovely,
It's very nice.
intricate.
Ooh.
Look at these here intricate carvings on this here box.
Oh, that is delightful.
That's beautiful. Okay, and it's got a keyhole I cannot open.
I would say
Very carefully.
Hope has a pretty good idea of what that carving represents.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
For the sake of the tower, I'm going to put this
I
box
think it's a good
just
idea.
down here.
It's a great idea.
Can I leave one of my pamphlets just in case someone comes back to hear this here trading post?
You can leave as many as you like.
I'm going to leave 10.
Short of an
I'm just
attendant.
going to write my name as vice presidential candidate onto all of them.
Holy fuck.
Well, there doesn't seem to be an attendant in sight, so as good as a belt mark. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
As you bring the bottle to your lips, you notice how dark it's gotten, and a little glint of light catches your eye from an empty window in the back of the shack.
Well, I'll be damned. I'm going to explore. Search, even.
Very simple. You approach the window, you look out, you can make out the shape of a reasonably large building.
Do not believe I saw that there before. I'm getting for a closer look, as close to the pane as I can.
There is a light coming from inside the building.
Must be the person who works here. Perhaps, wait here, everyone. I'm going to go and fetch help. They can sort us out, perhaps with some supplies. So, luckily I did bring my own. So I will go through the front door of the shack, and I will step outside.
The rain seems to have abated a little as you leave. The ground is still wet. The sky is now quieter. A kind of mist has descended around where the front of the shack is. A perfectly normal after effect of heavy rainfall, I'm sure. The train is no longer in sight, but likely obscured by the weather.
I'm going to go around the back of the shack where I saw the house last.
Yeah, as you step outside and as the rain starts to settle, you can see the building a little clearer now. The light is coming from a wooden church. Next to it, a modest churchyard.
Churchyard first. I want to inspect the work of some of my competitors.
What's everyone else doing?
Is there anywhere to sit inside where we are right now? Is it just empty?
It's just
room?
empty shelves, no seating. It's gotten pretty dark inside now. All
Okay.
of you can see this light from out back.
And there's a church out there. There's going to be pews in the church. I'm going to head out, I imagine, with you, but I'm going to go to the church.
Should we? I'm going to go.
Well, I bet there's nowhere for me to sit in here, and if I stand too long, my hips, oh, goodness me. So I'll follow you, fine
All right.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just driven by extreme fear of missing out. So I will go with the crowd.
There appears to be a church up yonder. let's
go.
check it out. There appears to be a light in the window. Maybe we can find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
plenty of more people to join the voting register.
And ask about my hat.
Exactly.
Oh.
With Marcus slightly ahead, 5 of you make your way around the back of the shack. Across the plains, a wooden building in much better condition than the trading post. A reasonably well-preserved old wooden church, a glittering gold light emanating from the windows. Next to it, a churchyard. Looks slightly overgrown from here, but spacious.
I can have a little look around, read some of the
A
names.
delightful little church. I'm sure if there's a man of God inside, he wouldn't mind us taking shelter.
I'll come in there with you.
I'll
All
come
right.
in with
For sure.
I'll come as well.
Alrighty.
So the 3 of you are going to approach the church.
I will approach the churchyard.
I was going to look at the graves.
The church's doors are solid, heavy. There is a brass knocker hanging from one of them. The golden light from the window bathes the 3 of you in a odd glow.
Well, I guess it's polite to knock.
Yeah.
Although I think any church is open to those in need.
Mm-hmm.
On the 3rd knock, you knock with enough force to swing the door partly open.
Oh, goodness. I nearly fell to my knees for the Lord. Goodness.
You're stronger than you thought.
I know. Well, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Anybody home?
As you step inside, you find a modestly decorated church.
Oh, lovely.
A nice row of 5 pews aside, somewhere to sit down, on a very simple altar, and standing in front of it, his back currently to you, lighting candles whose yellow glow reflect off little pieces of decorative gold lining parts of the room. A tall man, dark black hair.
Hello there, Father. We just alighted from the train over yonder. Would you mind if we took a seat? My hips are terrible in the cold, and I could surely do with a sit down.
The man pauses for a second, blows out the match he was lighting candles with, and turns around to face you. So a weather-beaten but handsome-looking man. Skin looks about 40, eyes look a lot older. It's been a while since someone has called me father. Come in, mother. Come in, all of you. Outside the church, the 2 of you are looking at graves. You're the one who said they wanted to search for graves.
Yes.
You're inspecting the handiwork of the...
The general handiwork of the tombstones, the evenness of the ground, the small little touches that really matter.
So as a professional undertaker, you won't need to pull just to see how well this churchyard is being kept up. It's overgrown with weeds of a green so dark they are almost black, and just a couple of dozen unmarked crosses. If you want to search these crosses for more clues, that is going to be a pull.
Well, let's find out. Yeah. You want to come?
Oh,
you don't want to come up,
no,
I was thinking,
no.
he doesn't want to
When
come
it, there's one there that would make
This
a
guy?
1. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This anything. But yeah, I thought that one was prime for taking.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Oh, God.
There you go. Just don't panic about it.
Oh,
It's fine.
God.
All of these crosses are unmarked, except for one, right at the back, in the most undergrown part of the churchyard. In fact, the soil here seems strangely fresh. 2 words, a first name and a second name. Jacob Glens.
I wonder.
Found anything interesting, old boy?
I've found a grave over here. It has a name on it.
Huh. Well, good. I do despise the anonymous grave. So undignified.
Impolite almost. Do you know anything about it's probably off chance, but do you know a Jacob Glens?
Back inside the church. Come a little closer, please. Have a seat. It is warmer here by the candlelight. Come inside. Let me offer you some sanctuary.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you kindly. You can always rely on a man of God.
I recognize a woman of God when I see one. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Father Benito Picado, and for better or worse, this is my church. What brings you all here? Come back outside.
You know him?
Jacob Glenn's. That's impossible. Excuse me. Some thirst coming on.
And we cut back inside the church. I would ask what brings the three of you out here to Nulpa, but I assume it is the same thing that brought me out. But I'm a priest, so I am here to listen. Come back outside.
I unscrew the top of the flask. Maybe it's for the good. Maybe he was only sleeping. Maybe he got out. My God.
You do know him.
I knew a Jacob Glenn's. I buried a Jacob Glenn's. I did not bury a Jacob Glenn's here.
We cut back inside.
Now, Father, I wondered if your congregation would be interested in taking a few political pamphlets. I'm running for president, you see. My name is William H. Daft, and I'm going to be your new president. I promise to fix all of my problems.
Mr. Daft, I would say you seem like a good man, but I am no judge. I'm sure in a position like president, there are many things you can fix, but I get the feeling you have one problem where it is a little too late. Back outside.
I finish the flask calmly, screw back on the lid, place the flask in my coat pocket, and I go off walking to try and find Daft.
As you do, the ground beneath your feet seems to shift a little.
I reach down and see if the soil is still loose.
The soil is still loose, and it is getting looser. Back inside.
Well, I don't know what you're meaning, but see, listen to my vision of America. An America where I have zero inconveniences, where bumpy sidewalks are flat as anything, where I can have however many gnomes outside of my front yard as I want. And nobody's going to be complaining to the city council like Abernathy Cornwallis, the most evil man in America he is, the most evil man. Oh, yes. And also, I'll have constantly people having big umbrellas to keep me in the shade or out the rain. It's going to be great.
Mr. Daft, I think if you're honest with yourself, you've met men more evil than Abernathy Cornwallis. Back outside again.
Grab a shovel. I'm knowing for sure. Grab a shovel, I says.
I go and grab a shovel.
There are currently no shovels on to hand.
I'm just going to start digging with my hands.
I'm just going to watch him.
Make a pull.
He just doesn't want to. That's it.
Very good.
Oh my God.
Very good.
Needs must.
You begin digging with your hands, frantically clawing away at the earth, and you see just in time before it gets you, a huge meaty hand burst out of the soil and by millimeters miss yours as it clamps down into the ground.
I'm going to throw myself back.
As you back away, another hand piles out of the soil and presses itself down on the ground as this huge, broad-shouldered, familiar figure starts to push itself out from underneath the earth.
No, you're dead. No, you're dead. I buried you.
Back inside the church. Now, I think if I'm honest, I think if we're all honest with ourselves, I think we have all seen evil a little worse than not loving thy neighbor. Some of us might have even done a little evil, eh? We're back outside.
Can I see this?
Can you see
You can
this?
see this too. This figure keeps pushing itself up. Its vision is entirely focused, it seems to be, on Marcus Fairmont until this huge 7-foot form is now standing in the moonlight. A bolt of lightning crackles and you can see its face. Fresh blood pouring from a leak in its forehead. Its face a mask of red. It looks like it's anger. Anger. No, wait, that's not rage. That's agony. That's pain. That's gotta be pain. And as it reaches its hands out towards you, that is all for this episode. But we will see you next week. In a moonlit churchyard, a bleeding giant of a man reaching huge, meaty mitts out towards a cowering Marcus Fairmont.
Shoot it, for God's sake!
I don't have a gun!
What do you mean you don't have a gun? Are you a cowboy or not?
I just have a hat!
And maybe there was a time I could offer you something comforting. Ah, my dear Mrs. Hardy, there will be no comfort for you. God be with you.
I got you a lovely whiskey. It isn't my fault if you got rainwater in it and made it all taste like water.
I will grant you the opportunity to apologize for betraying me, or we will continue our confrontation.
But all you feel is the cold metal of a key.
Open the spooky box.
Open the spooky box!
This ain't over. When I get an opportunity, I will make you meet the professional side of my acquaintance.
You're gonna have to pull.
No!